How about now? Y'all hear me now? I can see my mic going. Can you hear me now? Damn, that was a good opening. You hear us. Thank you, Tonk. Well, all right. Let me start over again because that was some absolute bullshit. Welcome to another episode of the Finn's Tailgate with your host El Capitan. Tonight on the tailgate party that never seems to stop, it is free agency. The tidal wave of free agency, the tsunami of free agency has come over and washed on us. Dolphins fans sitting here excited. I mean, listen, we were live last night, sitting here waiting, patiently, hungry, starving. Chris Greer's in the kitchen. He's got food dyes and a little bit of tasty like things, and it's like a science factory, and he's whipping up something. He's got his strong hand in the mashed potatoes, putting some stuff together for us. What is he cooking? As we watched as noon came, moments into the legal tampering period, everybody's just they're snatching up free agents. Teams are re-signing talent. They said, we will let you walk, but no, please, we don't want to say goodbye to you. Other teams are fighting for it. Miami Dolphins are in the mix. They're in on this guy. They're in on that guy. And what do we get? What did we end up getting, Dolphins fans? We're going to get into all that. We're going to get into what other people did, what we finna had not do. And, I mean, look, just day one, things could change. Things could change. It could get better. It could. It really could, people. Ali, what's going on, buddy? What do you think? Was it a good day for Dolphins fans?
Yet to be seen. Yet to be seen. I think it was a quiet day. Not the day that
day, say you? A calculated day of silence, taking a step back, allowing the feeding frenzy to commence while the Miami Dolphins have their eyes on much more appealing prizes.
I don't know, bro. I think it was more of a enlightening day. Like you kind of figured out what direction they're going in, to be honest.
Is that what makes it a genius plan? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, can seem to figure it out. It just looks to be an absolute crapshoot of sorts. But is that the brilliance of it, Ali? Is this the thing? You know, listen, we're all football people, but no one's paying us millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars and all this money. Is this finally something so obscure of movements for the Miami Dolphins that it's gonna definitely work?
I don't know. Maybe. That's yet to be seen. I need to see more before I can really comment how I really feel.
Well, I would say this. Shout out to everybody in chat. Hit the like button if you will. Let's get the likes up and make sure we're staying consistent with the views on the likes. We're gonna get into a lot of this stuff because let's face it, we didn't really come out on top today, but some big time additions could shake the foundation here in Miami, potentially. I don't know, right? Like we gotta decipher through this. We have to think. We have to think critically. This is just one piece of a continuously building puzzle before we get to week one that I have to wonder what in the bloody hell is going on, mate? As far as are the Dolphins tanking, soft tank? Is this a trial year where everybody is going to get their year one test for the new Miami Dolphins? Is this a setup and a sabotage to Mike McDaniel or to Tagovailoa? Is Chris Grier sabotaging these guys? Is he cutting away from the Mike McDaniel to Tagovailoa love affair he has effectively weaseled his way out of, as far as it goes in pertaining to responsibilities to Tua Tagovailoa and him drafting him and allowing him to be paid? Because as we all know, Mike McDaniel caped up and begged owner Stephen Ross for Tua Tagovailoa to be paid. So, knowing the facts, seeing the movement or lack of movement, I've been talking about this since forever, since the offseason began. The moves that they make and the moves that they don't make, I will be highly critical of and look at it in every purview and lens, because to me, some shit's been happening around here. And that's just the reality, Ali. That's the reality, chat. Things are going on. And I think we need to ask questions because, I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it. The Dolphins, okay, there's other teams that did literally nothing today, and that's going to happen. And there's still tons of free agents. But a litany of mofos got signed today, bro. Big
What
signings.
other teams didn't do anything? That's my question to you.
Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you. Let's see.
I only know of two. That's
the Baltimore
us and one other.
Ravens only signed Ronnie Staley a little while back. Let's see. I'm pretty sure
The only two teams that I know that haven't done anything, like a decent, like kind of somewhat
the
big of
Atlanta
a move.
Falcons did nothing. They signed their long snapper and an offensive tackle. The New Orleans Saints, the only thing they did was they traded with the Patriots with a 7th round pick to get Devon Godchow, which is,
I want to say the Cowboys is a team that didn't do anything.
Cowboys
They didn't do anything.
They did a couple of little things by retaining some of their talent. Javonte Williams, they agreed to a year deal with him. They re-signed a couple of their other players, but yeah, all in all, Dallas didn't do nothing either. So there is some teams that did very little, but I'm telling you right now, the Dolphins did about as little as anybody did today. Their first signing of the evening was defensive tackle. I'm blanking on his name.
That was a re-signing, by the way. It's Matt Dickerson.
Oh, defense. Yeah. Okay. So the big transactional move. Thank you for the clarification, Ali.
No problem.
The big transactional move that the Dolphins made, signing in via free agency, was they made good.
Ooh. King in the castle. King in the castle.
Ooh, somebody just celebrated their. Shout out to Joe Wrist. He goes, who the F is Matt Dickerson? Shout out to Joe Wrist. I don't know why the thingy didn't pop up on here. I heard the audio, but the member chat thing didn't pop up. There's usually a pop-up and it'll come up with the chat. I don't know why the plugins don't always come in proper on this thing. They'll run really good on Streamlabs, but like when I'm on here doing this other thing, they don't plug in perfectly. I'll have to mess with that later. But shout out to Joe Wrist. Shout out to everybody in chat again. Hit the like button. What's up, X Factor, Joe Levisky or Levesque? Tonk in the crib, Cap for Life, the Ghost One. What's going on? KP showing up. What's going on? What is going on? Jamie in here. KP's got a. KP says we signed Matt Dickerson and Zach Dickermom. Well,
at least I wasn't the first one to say it. That's all I can say.
And shout out to you, KP, because we did. Miami Dolphins, Chris Grier and Mike McDaniel make good on their promises, Dolphin fans. You cannot say that they don't make good on their promises. What did they say they wanted? Ali, do you remember what they said?
The only thing I remembered them actually saying that was understandable was they were going to be aggressive on the offensive line, and that didn't happen.
Well, no, they did say about addressing backup quarterback position and not just a reliable top flight backup of the world, Craig. Top flight backup of the world. We backing up this whole parking lot. All this shit.
So what you're telling me is that we need to have elite players. We need an elite backup so Tua can do his job, is what you're saying.
We need an elite backup for ultimately if and when Tua gets nicked up so we can remain competitive. Because if Tua's got to miss a game, 2 or 4, the team can't slide in progression and mentality. These guys they love Tua. Tua is their leader, bro. He is the leader of this football franchise and organization. And if he goes down, they're willing to hold down the fort, but how long? You need a spark. You need a spark and a spark plug. And I think the addition the Miami Dolphins added in Zach Wilson is exactly that, a spark plug. He never really got a fair shake with the New York Jets. And how many quarterbacks have we watched go from the Jets and on a little bit of a bounce back tour, they'll back up some team on like a Super Bowl run or something, then they'll get the second chance somewhere, and they're like, wow, it was the Jets all along. We've seen it happen with Geno Smith. Shit, we just seen it happen with Sam Darnold. I say you, the 26-year-old Zachariah Wilson, why not him? Why not on a loaded, talented Miami Dolphins team with a lot of weapons for any quarterback to take advantage of? In a Mike McDaniel offensive scheme that really what Dolphins fans keep clamoring about, wanting, was Tua to become more mobile. We know he can hit these 20, 30-yard timing throws and everything in between. I mean, God, how many I would go over it week by week. Tua would hit 12 passes at or behind the line of scrimmage in a game sometimes. And 5 yards deep, we're talking 15. Half his passes are 5 yards or less. I'm pretty sure Zach Wilson could do that and run a little. Now, I'm not saying Zach can overtake Tua at the job. No. I already got through and told you Tua Tagovailoa is the leader. It's who everybody loves. But if there's a chink in the armor and on the battlefield, the king gets wounded, you got to have a knight. Dare I say it, a second right hand to stand instead of the king, to keep peace amongst the land until the team can expect to see the king rise from the ashes. So, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm out of my mind. Why not Zach Wilson looking after a 1-year deal with the Dolphins? Say he plays 7 games and wins 6, goes 6-1 in those 7 games. And 2 of those wins are against the Buffalo fucking Bills. What do you at least one? Give him one Buffalo Bills victory, and then Dolphins fans that want to shit all over. First of all, I just want to talk about the absolute irony, irony that Dolphins fans now have to, after years of shitting on Zach Wilson, get to see him on their sideline and watch how the ones that are the loudest on X and YouTube and other platforms that love to shit on Zach Wilson, how much they'll blow this guy when he's on their team. It's going to be fucking incredible. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. I wore the purple suit for the show. Let's go. Purple jacket for the show. I told you, Ali, backstage I was ready to fucking go tonight, buddy. Did I not?
You did. He's definitely ready to go.
Oh la la. Oh, king in the castle, king in the castle.
Who is that? Roberto? Shout out to Roberto celebrating 23 months. All free agent O-line getting paid and not one even sniffed in the direction of free agent Dolphins offensive line. So Grier was like, let's get the MILF hunter. Bring him home, baby. Well, it's kind of fitting, Ali. I gotta say, it is kind of fitting because I have a pretty good idea how this whole whatchamacallit took place, right? How this Zach Wilson becoming part of the Miami Dolphins took place. And there's been small excerpts, and we showed some of this yesterday with a picture, but there's been some leaked footage of a yacht that Tua Tagovailoa was partying in, and word on the street. Now, this is unconfirmed reports, so I don't want to have people coming for me and coming for my neck. Shout out to Joe Risk with the $2 donate. He says Greer signed Wilson to F his wife. All right, Joe. Word. Greer got a little kink going on with the missus and Zach Wilson. Let me get back to what I wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for it. Dang. Anywho, Zach Wilson was on that yacht partying with some MILFs and Tua Tagovailoa. Not all of the videotape has come out yet, but here's just a little bit of an excerpt of what was going on out there. You could see Tua in the back. Check this out. As you can see, the little bit of gullet here, a couple beers. It's a big, big boat. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money Tua got. Look at that boat. That boat's what? 20 foot wide or something. Look how big that thing is. How many people are on that boat, Ali? Where's Zach Wilson at with the MILFs? How long has this been going on? Has it been going on since the Broncos were out of the playoffs? Has Zach Wilson been just down here in Miami, hanging out in the old folks' homes, shopping, doing timeshares in Boca? And Tua went, look, that's Boca. That's Boca in the back. They done cruised by and picked him up. Picked him up. Look at that. Crazy. What do you think of that? I mean, that's the hard-hitting facts, Ali.
Damn, dude. I think it's nuts. You know, I think it's a testament that shows what a circus we've become. I mean, I'm sorry. I got to be frank, bro. All jokes aside, bro. I can't get on board with this. I can't. And the reason for it, El Cap, and I'm sorry I can't be on board with this, is because of the fact that the same reasons why one would argue we don't want Shador Sanders to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Dion bringing the circus here, and it would be chaotic, and we already have a circus, right? Well, lo and behold, you may not know this, but part of the circus that is Zach Wilson is his mom.
Well, I just
His
want to
mom
hold on
brings
real
a
quick.
lot of that.
Breaking news. I
Oh,
don't
we
have
got
the
breaking
breaking
news?
news thing. We've got breaking news.
Okay.
Chris Grier, as everyone's got him in a fucking chokehold right fucking now. Choking the fucking Chris Grier's not cooking good food. What does Chris Grier do? What does he do? He signs offensive lineman James Daniels to a multi-year deal. 3 years worth $24 million. Ali, that's why on OTC it was negative fucking cap. They had it before everybody, bro.
Damn, dude.
Holy shit,
Damn.
bro. They had it
Well,
before everybody.
They definitely got a guy that was on my board. So at least one guy we got here. Holy shit. That okay.
Not bad.
Not
Miami
bad. I'm
Dolphins
still not happy with the
making a-
Zach Wilson thing, but not bad. Not bad. I agree.
I mean, listen, they made good on a backup quarterback. What's to not be happy about, buddy?
Look, I'm happy about the position. The position is not the problem, right? I just think that there was better people you could have signed for the same amount, right? And why did we have to address that position day one? You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at. But at least they came through with the promise of addressing the offensive line. I don't want to hear about offensive line being a problem anymore.
I
just
got to
me.
be honest. I don't think, and I just give me a quick second. I'm going to look at the available quarterbacks because Justin Fields is the only other potential option, but I ain't paying him $20 million.
I ain't paying Justin Fields, but I'm not going to lie. I would have rather had a Gardner Minshew. I would have rather had even up in Cleveland. What's his name?
Taylor
Jameson Winston.
Heineke.
I would rather have Jameis Winston. Who else would I have rather have had?
Mac Jones, Carson Wentz, Casey Keenum, Easton Stick, Jameson Winston, Joe Flacco. God damn, dude. Joe Flacco's 40
all of
years
those
old.
guys.
Still
I
out
would have
there.
rather had all those guys than Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson at least is young, and maybe there's something there.
That's
gotta
the
be
only
honest.
upside to him. That's the only upside. Other than that, it's a circus. Go look at the problems. Talk to real New York Jet fans, not the ones that are all smoke and all talk. Don't talk to those guys. Go talk to the
Dude,
actually
I gotta
in
be
the know Jet
so
fans.
The
They will
Jets
tell
are a
you
fucking
his mom
poverty.
is a circus, bro. It's a circus.
I think she's gonna work out just fine here. We have the circus. We're just bringing in another act, buddy. She's a circus. We just absorbed that in the fucking makers of circuses in the NFL. That's what we are. We are. She's a local small circuit circus show. We're fucking Ringling Brothers over here, bro. Bring them home because that is home. Bring the. You know what I hope she turns into that one chick. Remember Tan Mom? She was all fucking on Howard Stern's show and shit. I hope. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm gonna show you. Here's fucking Zach Wilson's mom right here. This is gonna be Zach. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna fuck it.
However,
piece of
I'm not
shit,
gonna
I don't
lie,
care.
bro. It's pretty nuts.
It's gonna be
that
Zach Wilson's mom in Miami in like 4 years. That's fuck. Where's it at? Here it is. There it is. It's gonna be Zach Wilson's mom, Tan Mom.
I
right
can't see
here.
what it looks like.
There's Tan Mom right there. Look,
Oh
there
my
she is.
god.
There's Tan Mom. Look, it's the Howard Stern show. There she is. She got in trouble. This was her on the news because she got in trouble because she had bought a tan bed at her house. She was using it and turned like this. And DCF was called or some shit like that because she was tanning her little kid. And like, that's pretty much it. Then she got like a modeling. Like, this is going to be, there's fucking Zach Wilson's mom in Miami. And you know what? I'm fucking here for it. And so Hey, you know what? Good deal. Perfect.
Hey, maybe this is a way that they take all the pressure off of Tua because all the attention and everything is going to be on Zach Wilson's mom.
Yeah. Now this is how they get Tyreek Hill scandal out of the fucking news. They got Tan Mom in the
Yeah.
fucking news.
Damn,
They got
dude.
Tan Mom
Damn.
here in the news. Yep.
They're thinking outside of the box. Holy shit.
So it is kind of crazy because James Daniels, who was on the rise, he did get injured early and missed all year last year. So in week 4, had a season-ending injury while playing with Pittsburgh. It was damn, where the hell is it? An ankle injury that he tore his Achilles, and he had to get MRIs and all that bullshit, and they had to do surgery, and so he's been toned.
Well, he
So
definitely meets the MO for Chris Greer.
I was thinking that's why when we were talking about him the other day, it was a name. This was not last show, but like a while back. That was the name I had circled. That hey, Chris Greer loves this type of guy. He already got injured, perfect, so he should be healthy for us. That's what Chris Greer says. He already got that injury out of the way. It got it out of his system. Chris Greer says he should be good now. He said to be good now. You know what I heard? This is what Chris Greer says. You know what I heard? When you get injured, it heals back twice as strong. That's what he heard. There's no long-term effects. In fact, getting injured is good. He's kind of looking for the perfect guy who got hit by a train but now plays football. That guy's never getting injured ever again.
That's true.
Thanks, Cap. I told you we were getting him, and that was one of the things. I know people won't remember, but not everybody's here to watch it all. That's why we lean on Cap. So you make sure when other people were out there saying, oh, we called it on the dent, and be like, no, y'all didn't call shit. Y'all ain't called nothing.
So the starting offensive line looks like it is, we'll just say Patrick Paul, left tackle, until we know Teron Armstead is officially retired. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we got Patrick Paul. We got Daniels. We got Brewer. So the question mark is, what does Daniels play, right or left guard? Actually, that's the question. And then we have Austin Jackson. So now it sounds like we only really have 2 question marks: is Patrick Paul or Teron Armstead going to be here, and who's the other guard?
Well,
Technically, as a starter, we only need 1 more player. So, I mean,
I said last night that I would not be surprised, and Dolphins fans should not be surprised either, if Patrick Paul doesn't start on the line and Teron Armstead is the starting left tackle, and they come week 1 and they slow roll him in, and he probably doesn't come in till like week 2. I know it seems ridiculous, but I could really see that exact thing happening. And then they'll work him in. As far as what guard we're going to have, I'm sorry, Dolphins fans don't want to hear it, but I'm telling you, they're fucking bringing back Liam Eichenberg. And come the end of camp, it's going to be between whatever rookie they got, wherever it's the second round, first round, whatever, and Liam Eichenberg. And I'm telling you, I'm going to get on camera. I'm fucking telling you, outside of a premier talent that just is off the charts, Eichenberg going to win that guard job for week 1. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. People don't want to hear this. Bookmark it. Say whatever you want. I don't give a damn. But the other guard job there is going to be between whatever offensive rookie they get and whatever other, small name free agent and Eichenberg. And Eichenberg's going to win it. He's going to win that job. He's going to win that job. And everyone's going to lose their ever-loving minds about it.
Do you think that Papa Ball said he met Patrick Paul in person? He says he towers over Papa Paul, and Papa Paul is a very tall man, right?
Yes.
Do you think that there's a possibility they could convert Patrick Paul to play guard at all?
No.
Okay. I was just seeing what you were thinking. I do think they may address another guard position in the draft, but it's not going to be with the first 2
and
picks.
His arm. Listen, inside that inside the middle of the line there, it low man wins. And you're asking a lot of a guy like Patrick Paul, where as tackles, they need to come up and get on their keys and sit on a perch in pass protection. That's how they got to sit. That's why they really want these big guys with agility and that have range. That's why it's weird, too, because you could have a left tackle or a right tackle that doesn't have really long arms, but has long enough arms, but has like a longer body and range and hip fluidity, and you could still get away with it. Where, you know, Patrick, that's kind of where Patrick Paul leads into it. Shout out to Joe Riss. He goes, the question is, can Pop Paul play guard? Shit.
That is a cool question. Hey,
Long
with
in
all the good, I'm
but
sorry, go.
I would definitely put my money on him box. Just so everybody knows, Papa Paul for a long time used to run security. He used to, you know, be the guy that would grab people and throw them up out of this bitch. So he's built for this. Shout out to Papa Paul.
Well, I was gonna say real quick. I think that with all the offensive line moves that were made all over the place, right? I think we're going to have a lot of options for offensive line in the first and second rounds for sure. But I don't actually expect them to address those positions, to be honest, till the third round, to be honest. I think the third round is when you're going to see us actually draft another guard / tackle like type player.
Yeah, I see us again. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell people in the first round, Dolphins are going DB or defensive tackle.
Yeah,
I'm leaning
I agree.
defensive tackle. And I got to be honest, I think they should trade back. I really do. I think they should trade back. If there's any quarterback available sitting there that, you know, isn't named fucking Dart, I say trade back. Unless Dart's there, in which case I say take Dart. But even so, fine. They're not going to take Dart. Fine. Don't take them then and trade back so someone else you can recoup some capital. I don't care if it's 2/3 and you go back 4 picks. I need more shots at the middle rounds of this year's draft. And I'm not thinking 5th. I'm thinking 2nd and 3rd. I would rather have that later capital be used to move up in the 2nd, up in the 3rd, and around the board to attack position players that we need. That's what that's what I want. That's what I want. Do that. And I think that very well may happen. Chris Greer is not afraid to get stupid as far as moving around in the draft. Hit the like button, everyone, please, if you are just now joining us. Get those likes up. Only 21 likes, over 40 in the room. If you guys are watching on X or Twitch or anything like that, make sure you're coming over here to YouTube, subscribing over here, and hitting the like button, please. See, I'm seeing if there's any details coming out about some of the stuff. It's 24 million, but it doesn't look like there's any further free agency stuff. I mean, look, one of the top guards on the market, the Dolphins get. So now here's a little bit of a fun fact for all of us that were shitting on Marcus Mariota. And I didn't want Marcus Mariota. I just want to be completely clear. Marcus Mariota is not what we wanted here. We all joked about it. But Zach Wilson has had 34 starts in the NFL. In those 34 starts, he is 13-21. I repeat, in 34 starts, he's 13-21. The guy is 1 of 3 on football games. Versus to Marcus Mariota, who has 74 starts, 34 wins, 40 losses. Take for that what you will, Dolphins fans. But Zachariah Wilson might get that fresh start here in Miami. He was always built for Miami. Look at him. He looks like little Miami, grew up in the fucking suburbs in the gated community, went to BYU, and let's just say was privileged that they've got down here in South Florida where you can find them all over. Looks like he was built for this state. At least a part of it, anyhow. And how much worse can he be with the Jets? How much of that is on the Jets? Damn, Scorpion Stings. You think he's going to fucking do some booger sugar and be on the streets in no time? Think this place going to eat him up? Yeah, Jimmy G went for $4 million, but I think that was that was an early signing. They said, "No, bring him home, bring him back. We want him back here." Pablo Diaz, privilege, AK doesn't have a dog mentality. I don't know. Maybe he does.
Jimmy G did not go for $4 million. He went for $11 million
For 2 years, though. I thought
it was a 1 year deal.
I thought it was
It was
only
a 1 year deal, and it's probably a deal up to $11 million. Is probably what it is.
Yeah, probably.
But what I was gonna say was that's a smart move on the Rams because that's still a tradable contract if they ever needed to trade him. So that's actually pretty good.
Speaking of tradable contracts, fucking Kenny Pickett gets traded in a QB swap, and the Eagles get a fifth. Like, what the fuck? How do they pull this shit off? The Eagles are doing business the 21st century. It's crazy because Chris Grier, when he made this epic trade with Laramie Tunsil, and then, started playing around with those picks before we got them taken away. Then he once we got him taken away, he kind of pivoted. He got off this money ball type thing he was doing where he's flipping assets for more picks. The Eagles have been doing it for a couple years right now where they don't want to cut nobody. They want to get a third pick, a fourth pick, a fifth pick, a whatever pick. They want to get something for these guys, anything, any tangible whatever, because then they're going to take whatever you gave them and they're going to put it together, whatever other garbage they possess, and try to make it into something. Why the fuck ain't we doing that shit? Why are we not doing it? And I've been trying not to cuss on this show today, as you guys may or may not tell, but why are we not getting a little bit creative? Or are we? Maybe we are getting creative. Because I told you guys yesterday that I don't care what anyone says. They're going to end up more likely than not tapping into that money with Tua. I know somebody's getting some money played around with here directly. Pause. Because give me some money, let me play around. You know what? Never mind. God damn. Anyhow, they're going to definitely have to do something because after this contract, I don't know how much money it is, but the Dolphins had $18 million before the Daniels signing. So what? They've got $15 million left. That's their draft class is $12 million. You got to have a couple mil. They're going to need to shake money loose. And as I told you guys last night, Chris Greer's sandbagging, baby. It's like playing, he's playing spades and he's holding books. He's cheating. He's sandbagging, which you're not allowed to do, yet he's doing it, baby. And I think he's just waiting for teams to overextend themselves positionally with finances as far as needing to move. Chris Grier not moving very fast and very gracefully right now tells me this. He ain't scared about losing his job. I said it a little bit earlier, Ali. Is Chris Grier positioning himself away from Tua Tagovailoa and Mike McDaniel? And I would say, at the very minimum, he doesn't feel beholden that will take him down.
I kind of think you're right. I kind of think that Chris Greer is in a safer spot, whereas Mike McDaniel is on the fire now. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of like what's going on. Um, it was kind of particular that they put Mike McDaniel in the face of the combine, and that's all you saw was Mike McDaniel in all the interviews, everything. Right? It's almost like, and I hate to say this, but is he the next scapegoat? Is he the one that they're gonna blame everything on when the ship sinks?
Well,
Just
guess
saying.
what? I mean, just want to point out Chris Greer cooking again. They signed an offensive tackle, Larry Borom, 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 Borom. And I got to be honest. Are they picturing moving him at guard? Because he is not a good tackle. Armando Salguera, I'm just going to pull it up. Fuck it. Armando Salguera has some video released on this guy, and it ain't pretty. So he's the left tackle. He's the left tackle here. Boom. Got beat on the. I mean, that's a double move. What do? I take nobody. Hey, y'all remember how good fucking the Bears' offensive line was, right? Well, wait a second. Taking no one. Wait a second. Taking nobody. Let's see what else he's got on this tape. Here he is at the top of the screen. Oh, wait, he just kind of reached out here. Let's see it. He just kind of says, "Hey, are we playing football?" Takes an inside, look at his feet. All his weight is here on the inside, yet this guy is obviously coming outside on a pass protection. Meanwhile, if he had any peripheral vision, he would see that the defensive tackle is moving into the B gap here, in which case he has to cover the C gap because this guy's coming up. So, I mean, did he not see the alignment? This guy isn't blitzing. Is he waiting for this inside blitz? I don't know. Is this the hot read? Does that guy blitz? Didn't look like it. I do know this. That's what we call a poor angle. He did not open the door. Look what he did to adjust. I didn't even see that part. Oh my God, this guy's going to break a fucking ankle. Look what he did. He doesn't, from the snap position on his outside left foot. I hope you guys are seeing him at the top of the screen here. He doesn't even lift his foot. He kind of just takes a half a step, and then it takes a little half a step back. He doesn't kick out at all. And then he's just kind of tweak stepping. I don't know what the fuck that is. I got to be honest. Whoever showed him that did not show him a good job. It's good thing that the right tackle
Cab, I know the tape looks bad here, and I hope they didn't give him very much money at all, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't a lot.
But I will say this. If we're looking at upside of things, right? And the same thing goes for Zach Wilson. Both of these guys are super young. This kid's only 25 years old, right? So they probably thinking that they could probably bring him in, coach him up a bit. We're the ones that sit here and try to say that that Butch Berry is like offensive line guru, right? So they're probably thinking, okay, Butch Berry can make garbage look like just clutter instead of garbage, to be honest, right? So let's see what happens. I'm still not necessarily overwhelmed and happy about some of these moves, but it is what it is at this point. Like, I kind of agree with what you're saying about him sandbagging. I kind of think that's what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But he is a very big man, 6'5", 333 pounds.
I'm just clicking on Wikipedia and I'm just scanning through it very quickly, right? And he committed to Missouri in August. Broom redshirted his freshman year. Blah 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 blah. His presence knows offensive line coach Glenn Ellerby called Broom a Coke machine with a helmet on.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know if I need a Coke machine in fucking Miami. I don't know. Last cocaine and fucking offensive lineman. That was a good O line at least we had. So, there's debate here. I don't know. Yeah, that's the guy that the Dolphins brought in that they're going to have compete with the rookie that they're going to draft along with Liam Eichenberg. And who do you think is going to win? The third round rookie? This guy, Broom, who plays tackle and they're going to try to move at guard? Or is it going to be Liam fucking Eichenberg that's going to be your guard? I'll let you guys in chat tell me. We're going to go third round rookie. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna enter it into a poll. Fuck it. We're doing a poll. If I could get this damn thing over here. Yeah, here we go. Hit the like button, everybody, please. Get those likes up. Let's do a poll question here.
Your dude Chase Young re-signed with the Saints too.
My dude?
Yeah, last night you were saying you were kind of hoping.
I thought we can get him cheap. I mean, I know he could have got him cheap because the Saints got him with negative cap, so I'm pretty sure they got him cheap as hell.
Yeah, I do see what you mean about bringing him in as a guard, even though they have him listed as a tackle. He's big, 330 pounds. Yeah, I could see them putting him at guard.
I mean, what's the fucking guy? Borom. Fucking weird name. All right, who wins the starting guard job? In chat. I mean, look at this. Just look here. Where are we at? Is that it? He's the left tackle here.
Williams.
I mean, just sticky feet, bro. The guy's got really sticky feet. Loves to reach, apparently. Look at him. He doesn't stand very tall. Maybe guard would work nice for him. He's got long arms. Can he keep those arms inside at guard? Look how he's got them way out wide, but he is playing tackle and he's getting cooked. Fuck, dude.
The only thing I see going for him is the fact that he's 25, so he's young enough to actually kind of mold and maybe coach up. But that's about it.
This is terrible. This whiff right here is terrible tape. I mean, if he would have set the outside and was able to hold that guy there, maybe the quarterback could have flushed out. I mean, look, it's a tight game, bro. It's 2nd and 20, down by 3 with 35 seconds left in the game. What do you think they're doing? What do you think they only bring
asleep
4
at the line? It's almost like he fell asleep at the line, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like the snap came and nobody was ready for it. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Hey, remember how I said there's no money in the running back department, right?
Yeah, well. Why?
Najee only signed. He signed for only $9.5 million for 1 year.
With who?
The Chargers.
With the Chargers? Really?
Yeah, dude. I
I kind of
didn't think
like
he
that.
would get.
That's a sneaky good move made by the Chargers.
It's good for them. I'm just saying, don't expect these running backs to get top dollars. What I was
No,
trying
I
to tell
never
you, but
did. I never
yeah,
did. I mean,
so,
I
not you
still think the
specifically,
max
but
you
other
could ever
people.
pay for a running back is 10 mil. It's the max. It's the
Yeah.
max, bro.
So it's actually not even 9.5. It's 9.2 million is what the amount is, from what I
Total
understand.
guarantees.
It's a deal worth up to 9.25.
Oh, wow, dude.
So that's even better, bro. That's even better.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, listen, I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers, when they got Najee Harris in that rookie season, they thought he was going to be like how Jahmyr Gibbs has been with the Lions. And Najee is not that. He's good, but they want a more balanced type of runner. But you know what? They've always done this. They say, "Yeah, we ain't paying. We'll let you walk." I don't blame them. Fuck them. The James Daniels pickup is really good. I'm saying it right now. It's a really good move. I don't know about this other dude that we just got.
It could be a camp body for all we know. We don't even know how much it is. It could be like next to nothing. So
I mean,
we'll
yeah,
see.
I guess, but everybody, please hit the like button, vote in the poll, please, so we can find out. I just want to be clear: a third round offensive guard rookie versus Larry Borom. Ali, we gotta find out what the fuck this guy's name is because I'm butchering the hell out of it. Is it Broom? It's not Broom because it's Borum. Borom? Is it Boron? Not Boron. This guy ain't a moron. He's a broron. Or incumbent Liam Eichenberg. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I'm telling you, in an open competition between a third round rookie and Larry fucking Borax, Eichenberg's got the best shot to win that job just off fucking terminology alone, bro. Just off the fact that he'll be playing next to a guy he knows in Austin Jackson. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Y'all need to hit the like button. Y'all don't want to hear the hard truth. I don't want them here. I thought they should freaking upgrade and then some. Question is, do they take Daniels and move him at right guard and then put Eichenberg at left guard? Because he could play left guard. He could play left guard. In which case, Eichenberg's now the veteran inside presence holding the hand and helping Patrick Paul for when Teron Armstead finally steps out of the way. Some things to really consider, everybody. Some things to really consider. Let's see. I'm going to drop the link in case anybody wants to come up here. I see Greg in there. Something tells me Greg has something to say. Putting the link in chat if anybody wants to come up here and get their shit off for the next 30 minutes. Tell us what you think. Hit the like button. I think a lot of people like Eichenberg. I think there's more Eichenberg lovers than haters now. What do you think, Ali?
Yeah. I think that Batman secretly is in love with Eichenberg, to be honest.
I would agree. Jermaine, you're calling him Borom? I mean, that's just kind of a weird fucking name, honestly, dude. Yeah. Scorpions thinks Leichenberg. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ali, let's take a look and see who's left. It's not all over, right? There's
Oh
some
no,
players
there's a
left.
lot of talent left, bro. Even though today had a lot of action, you could argue a lot of the people you saw go were your second tiered players. There's a lot of first tier, a mix of everything. So I mean, there's still work we can do. Well, it's just, in Dolphin fashion, we're obviously late to the party. That's pretty much what it is.
Ali, what do you think of the Seattle signing of Sam Darnold, bro?
Smart, calculated.
By Sam Darnold or by the Seattle?
By Seattle, and I'll tell you why. I think Seattle is in the point where they need a culture change. They also needed they wanted to restructure and basically do a soft rebuild, right? When you do a soft rebuild, you can't have a quarterback that, how do I put it? You can't have a quarterback that feels like they're just a band-aid. You know what I mean? In a situation where you just traded arguably their best receiver, you traded their starting quarterback out. There's a lot of holes that team has. You have you brought in a quarterback that feels like he's gonna belong, and you were able to sign him at a pretty good deal. To be honest, he's not. It's only 55 million guaranteed, so it's a pretty good deal. To be honest,
Vikings are fucking making moves, buddy.
I mean, Vikings were under no pressure. They have JJ McCarthy. I don't even know why it was even made a big deal as much as it was, to be honest.
Well, I don't know. There's definitely some talent left out there, right? Question is, what kind of money do the Dolphins possess now? Let me see if Spotrac has a little bit of an update here and see if I can see. Yeah, no, it hasn't updated.
Well, Neil is calling this guy, Borom, or however you say his name, he is calling him your Kendall Lamb replacement.
Oh, way younger. Kendall Lamb was long in the tooth. Don't forget, I think Keon Smith is the Kendall Lamb replacement.
I don't know.
So, some interesting talent that's still available. I thought Stephon Diggs went to the Patriots. Do I have to reload this or something? I just fucking did it.
No, I think he's still available.
I thought I seen somewhere Stephon Diggs went to the Patriots. Let me see if I can find that.
I think they were just interested. That was it.
Yeah, no, isn't in there. They did sign Mac Hollins. And Joshua Dobbs. That's somebody, man. Joshua Dobbs, 2 years, $8 million with 3.8 fully guaranteed. Why did the Dolphins get Josh Dobbs? That's a good move. That's a move I could have gotten behind. I don't know about y'all.
So my prediction was confirmed. So everybody thought that Javon Holland was getting like 15 million a season, right? Well, the Dolphins have only offered him 3 years, 30 million. That's only 10 million a season. So that's what I predicted. If he hasn't signed and nobody's offering him anything more than that, I could see them bringing him back.
You know what? I'm with it. Bring him back home. Javon Holland never really wanted to leave Miami. Loves it here, loves the facility, feels comfortable, feels at home with this organization. Premier talents that you draft, you don't let walk out of the building. Sign him and let him stay here. Bring him back home. Let him and his hairless cat find a nice place down by the beach. The market is what the market is. And if the market lines up with the Dolphins are willing to spend, then so be it.
Yeah, there's a lot of kicks to rock to kick. Yeah, a lot of rocks to kick around here too.
Lots of kicks to rock. Lots of kicks to rock. Sounds like an old fucking Fitties song. Lots of kick rock dead down here.
Oh my god.
So Dolphins with these two signings. Now, if you guys were here yesterday, you would have heard me say this. And if you guys have listened to me over here at the Fins tailgate for some time, I have effectively pointed out exactly the outline of how Chris Grier does his free agency.
Some other news, real quick. Greg stated that Cisco was a guy that we could bring here, right? And we're not talking about the thong song, just so you know. You were talking
I was gonna
about
say,
the
I thought he was
safety.
here.
Andre Cisco is who I'm talking about. He signed with the Jets, only got 1 year, $10 million. I'm telling you, it's looking more and more like Javon Holland's coming back to Miami. I think he takes that deal, to be honest. Just my opinion. I could be wrong, and I'll stand on it. But more and more, based on how much players are getting, I don't see anybody coming out with this $15 million a season that we thought he could get. And it's starting to look more and more like he's going to end up turn around and say, Chris Greer, I'll take it. 3 years, $10 million a season. I'll take it.
Ooh, that was yesterday's deal, Javon Holland. Today's deal looks a little different. We can give you $12 million for 1 year with 9 guaranteed, or we can give you $7.8 million guaranteed for 3 years, and you can make up to $40 million. What does he do? What does he do? All right, so again, as I was saying, Ali, I have effectively given people the Chris Grier blueprint to free agency and heading into the draft. I've said it quite a few times, and I'll say it again. Chris Grier, on paper, will effectively fill all of what his. If you go to any site and you're like Miami Dolphins draft, blah, 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 and they have the little positional needs, they'll have defensive tackle, they'll have safety, they'll have guard, they'll have, whatever their needs are. On paper, Chris Grier will head into the draft with all of those needs met. Now, we could say, hey, not really, Chris Grier. We don't know. We know who one of our guards is, but not the other. But technically on paper, he could say, I could field a football team today if I needed to, in which case that leaves other teams to speculate on what the Dolphins will do when it comes for their time to pick. That's what Chris Grier effectively wants to do prior draft. So, and I also told you guys he loves to do it this way. Noon strikes, names are going to drop. No names are going to make you happy. And first of all, it was deathly silent. First name to drop, Zach Wilson. And they effectively knew there was going to be one way or the other on the Zach Wilson brought to Miami. So what they do? They let it simmer. They let it simmer. Dolphins fans, blah, 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 blah. And now that it's late in the evening, almost to tomorrow, getting 9:30, close to 10 o'clock at night, then they sign the guard, the good pick, the pick I told you guys that they've probably been targeting and Daniels. Not only that, but the pick I told you they would ultimately sign, as far as focusing in on the big draft need, whatever it is that people are saying we want, what they've kind of hinted at, all of writing on the wall, and they're going to get a good value. It's going to be and I told you guys it will be reminiscent of a Aaron Brewer hopeful type of, whether it works out like Aaron Brewer or not, yet to be seen, but that'll be the ilk of the contract and what kind of money they're going to spend, what kind of player they're going to sign. And then they'll also have some players that don't have name recognition, but are guys that are going to come in here and immediately be starters that we're going to see something about. They're going to push this guy and he's going to be important to the team, and they're going to pay him a reasonable amount, but not, not nothing breaking the bank. And that's going to be the Jordy Brooks. That's going to be the defensive tackle signing that you're going to see. Note it here first. The Jordy Brooks linebacker signing this year will be the defensive tackle signing, and as to the Aaron Brewer to now the Daniels signing. So you see the pattern here. I'm really laying it out for you guys. It's the same shit every time. And then he will sandbag. He will sandbag the remaining amount of money that he can, and it'll look like they have like $8 million. They won't even have enough money to sign their draft picks. And lo and behold, they'll re-sign and rework a deal with Zach Sealer and get money. They'll shake down Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and whomever else they need to post-draft to address what they didn't get in the draft. I think the last person on the shakedown line is Tua Tagovailoa, but I also think that if the draft doesn't go their way, they will exhaust all efforts to make sure that they do everything they can to, at least on the surface, appear competitive as much as humanly possible. That's the facts. All right, well, I'm going to end the poll because it's been pretty consistent. And 50% say that they would go with the rookie, the third-round rookie, over the left guard or left tackle we would bring in to start at left guard, or Eichenberg. Eichenberg receiving the least votes. What do you say, Ali?
I agree with the assumption that it's going to be a third round or fourth round draft pick that's going to come in to play the offensive line. And because they paid a guard and brought in a tackle and they drafted somebody, they can confidently say they were aggressive. That's how they're going to do it. But I still think the first two picks are going to be defensive side of the ball, and it'll be a corner and then a defensive tackle in that order. That's what I think is going to happen.
I agree with you. I think, I mean, look, it'll come down to value, right? Chris Grier likes to remain fluid. He doesn't want to be forced in any direction. And any direction he's going in, what he really wants to know is there's someone desperate on the other end. If someone desperately wants to move up with the Dolphins, he's like, all right, good. If there's somebody that fell down the draft and is there at the 10th pick that the Dolphins never could have dreamed of, they'll move up and grab him.
Yeah. I agree. He tends to be the guy that I always want to have the best value pick. And what I mean by that is like somebody that fell that should have went in the top 5 that fell down to us. And when you grab them, you get an A+, just like you do in PFF, right? That's what he wants to do, with all of his picks. And I get that. That's how he operates. But at some time you do have to pick for need. and pick, be smart about your pick. And that's, does he have the ability to actually make those decisions appropriately? That's the question.
I think he does, because I think he sticks to some of the things he knows he can control. Like again, or not just control, but knows how to capitalize on them when they present themselves. I think at times he gets caught sitting on his hands, but he'll never get caught being reactionary. He will always defer to being patient and allowing things to present themselves and capitalize rather than go chasing. Even while
Yeah.
all of us worry, he doesn't do that. It's what I do like about him, because he remains patient. Now, at times, again, things pass him by and we're pulling our hair out wondering why. And that, a great example is the Bobby Wagner shit, who just got an extension at 35. He should have been here with the Dolphins. He should have got him. Those types of moves that we see that he doesn't capitalize on, but maybe he did. I do know from things I've been made privy to and things I've worked very hard to relay as best I can when I do talk to people, that Chris Grier is in on everything most times that we talk about around here, from all things always being on the table and remaining fluid, which is why I've made this consensus of how he handles free agency, how he handles this part of free agency to get what he wants, but not buy what he don't need, but appear that he is got a full belly going into freaking draft night. So then he can even say that to himself and say, yeah, I didn't get a guard in the draft, right? Didn't. But I never in a million years thought that that no one was going to take a defensive tackle. And at the 10th pick, so-and-so sitting there and I can go get him. And I did. It cost me a third and I only got I got a DB, and the first time I'm able to take a safety is in the 4th or 5th round. So be it. But I did what I wanted to do when something presented itself. That's how Chris Grier works, people. And to me, I don't think it's a bad way to operate. And at the very minimum, it's a good way to operate to keep your fucking job around these parts. Now, real quick, Mike Best, I see you in there. Color was up here yesterday, buddy. Color's doing good. Color has been grinding outside of the network, doing some other shit that will hopefully parlay into everything we have here at the Fins Tailgate, taking us to new heights, as we all do. When you don't see the guys around here, myself, Ali, or any of us, it isn't because we're not grinding for this program. We're grinding, all of us, in different ways. And if you want to make this show better, you got to get more versatile outside of this stuff. It's how we remain creative and how we remain, what's the word I'm looking for, Ali? Innovative, and we evolve over time.
Evolve and innovative were the best two words. You couldn't describe it better. Yeah. What Color's working on is a different project that it is for the greater good, if you want to say. So
yes, for the greater good.
Definitely. But make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on the notification bell. We got a lot of content. Stay tuned. There's a new episode of 4th and 10U coming this Thursday. So definitely check that out. We're going to talk about
I think you should wear that suit again, Ali. I like the suit.
You like the suit?
I like the suit.
Oh, okay.
I meaning to tell you. When I was putting my suit on today, I said Ali needs to wear a suit sometimes too. I liked it.
Well, maybe I can get a suit of my own kind. We'll see. We'll
maybe
definitely
everybody should wear suits. I never even thought about that, bro. Everybody on the tailgate rocking some fucking suits. Damn, dog, that might be our shit, Ali.
Bro, and then you could call the episode that we have just that one episode where we're all wearing suits all at once. Zoot Suits Riot.
I'm going to put it in a fucking... I like that. I'm going to put it in a poll.
Oh, man, I thought that'd be funny. We'll see. Maybe I'll go to Men's Warehouse tomorrow and actually get a suit tailor made for me to wear.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that. I put it in a poll because I think a couple of, I mean, just us. You don't always have to wear a suit, right? But if we all wore a suit more often than we didn't, that would be pretty cool. Like, it could become a little bit of an identity thing with the tailgate. They're like, yeah, fucking these guys wear different colored suits, like different suits all the time. All purple suits? Oh, I don't know about all purple suits.
No, I'm sorry, bro. I can't wear the purple suit, but I can wear a scarlet and gray suit to represent the devil that I am.
Ooh, I like that. Damn. Hey,
So, yeah.
Dolphin Don says suits us. Suits us to TFGG. What's good? I'm kind of feeling the suit idea. I want color in a fucking suit, buddy. I want crypto in a fucking suit. Shake. We know Shake. Getting that suit on. I want to see, dude. Imagine us all linking up at the game in the suits. That shit would be
funny.
That shit would be wild, bro. That would be dope. Like we could all link up in the suits, and I'll fucking get. We'll have to take it to another level. Just fucking. I want to get a t-shirt gun. You know what I'm saying?
A t-shirt gun.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get a t-shirt gun and a bunch of shirts. Just
hey, I gotta tell you, I got a bone to pick with the Dolphins at the stadium. Every game, they sit there and tease everybody that's on level 3 with them throwing t-shirts that can only get to maybe the backside of level 1. They need to freaking get those t-shirt guns and start shooting them up into the higher levels. That's all I gotta tell you.
Why are we cheaping out on the t-shirt guns, dude? That's crazy to me, bro.
I have no idea.
It's insane.
Even if you couldn't buy a t-shirt gun, get somebody on the 3rd levels to throw t-shirts out during that time.
Something, bro. Something. But then again, as you know, as you get up in the 3rd level, it is more steep. So maybe it's a little bit of a riskier thing on the 3rd level.
Oh, you're saying, okay, I see, because people would be leaping for the t-shirts. Okay, I get that. But I don't think that would be such an issue if you had somebody on the 3rd level throwing the t-shirts into the crowd. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just an idea.
I got a better idea. How about to every fucking kid that's like 15 and younger, you're giving them damn shirts. How about that?
That's a good point. I like that. I like that idea.
I like just have it out there. You got shirts. You see a kid that ain't got one, you give them one. How fucking expensive can they be? I know they're ordering them all from Buffalo, New York, but I mean, damn. Pissing me off. Yeah, we could use a slingshot, Tonk. He's right. We could slingshot these bitches. Tonk, we get a slingshot. No, we're not getting suit t-shirts, dog. We rock it with the real shit, Mike. We want to get it. We want the real.
Which Mike was that?
Jose, we've been talking about James Daniels this for a minute now, but dog. We've been talking about James Daniels. We already talked about it. Per Tom Pelissero, he signed him to 3 years.
$24 million deal, so he got $8 million a season.
You know who else signed for that exact number? Aaron Brewer. And they put 2 voidable years, so it's a 5-year deal. He got I think he got 12 mil up front, and the Dolphins only had they spread out the cap space to like 4 mil a year over 5 years for the guaranteed amount. And he can make incentives, which could, like he gets Pro Bowl or starts or playoffs or whatever his incentives are, that could adjust it. But that's what Aaron Brewer's numbers were, something of that ilk. That's exactly what James Daniels. James Daniels. I want to say Jack Daniels so badly, or James Dean, but James Daniels is gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to not say Jack Daniels or James Dean. Real quick, I just want to point out while we're out here grinding in these YouTube streets, discussing the hard hitting facts on whether or not us at the tailgate should link up and all wear suits and get down at the stadium one day in suits, all the way to keeping us with our finger on the pulse of the free agency to the latest signing of James Daniels and of tackle Bowman, whatever the fuck his name is. Tua Tagovailoa at this time a few years back was in the lab. I want y'all to take a good look at sophomore Tua Tagovailoa right here. Look at this man. Look at this man. Grinding. Now, how'd we go from that to that? He's lost all muscle definition in his entire fucking torso, all the way down to his wrists. Look at his forearm, bro.
I hate to bring up I told you so, Cap. But hold on, I just got news from ESPN. Let me just see if this is a repeat about the Dolphins. It said something that Dolphins are signing. Hold on.
Is Tua, first of all, that doesn't look like a man's body. That looks like a little baby body. That looks like an infant's little pop belly. No, Jose, it's not fucking photoshopped. It's not. I have the video of this. Joe Riss says, if I stop working out for a few weeks, I look like a software engineer. I've always had broad well, not always, but I grew into broad shoulders, so I can get kind of heavy, but I never looked like that. No cap, I've never looked soft like that in my life. I've been scrawny as fuck. Just smoking that bitch to the filter. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Running these streets, been scrawny, but I was shredded. I was defined with muscle. And then I've been kind of heavy, like I got chunky, dad fat when my wife was pregnant with my first. I got super thick. And but I'd never had an infant little pop belly. Like it looks like in this photo now, I don't know, it could be a little bit of shadowing here, but it looks like his belly button be popping on this thing right here. Like that turkey's done in that little oven. And it's just, dare I say it, effeminate?
It kind of does a little bit, to be honest.
Dare I say effeminate?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, look at the bicep. Like the tattoo's got to be all on top of itself now. Because look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So
it looks like he's got fucking whole body torso atrophy right now, bro.
If you remember mid-season this past season, I was telling you guys that is it possible that Tua lost his strength because of that, losing all that weight and everything in his arm, right? And looking at that original picture you showed, and then looking at this new picture that you're showing now, I'm starting to wonder if I was onto something there, bro, because it looks like he's lost a lot of muscle. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And I don't know if he has the strength to throw that ball like he used to. You know what I mean? He had a hard time trying to get the ball down the field to Tyreek. You know what I'm saying?
This first picture looks like a young college player getting ready for football.
Yeah.
This looks like fucking a local Miami rapper, Little Pump or some shit. Like, look at this fucking guy, dude.
Yeah.
Peak male performance right there. Like,
He's got that dad bod going,
bro,
right? But his
could
arms
you,
look so skinnier. Go ahead.
Ali, do you know how much fucking money he's got? He could have literal full-time everything to make him into a superhuman if he wanted. He could afford making himself into a superhuman. Someone's testing his blood, his diet, his sleep, his fucking everything that is just finely tuning the machine of perfection that is his body's capability. And I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to have a good time and live and have a few beers, but what kind of fucking disrespectful motherfucker are you to take the franchise quarterback body and put it in that? Like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? He looks like Little Nas X, G? Damn. Damn. Damn, Ali. He looks like Little Nas X. Tua can afford Mamba mentality with the money, dude. You could buy it. You could buy it. You just have to commit to buying
Yeah.
it. He could build he could build a literal state of the art gym in his fucking house in an addition and have living in his gym full time a personal trainer and fucking nutritionist that's making meals, and then hire a fucking doctor and a team of people to take his blood work, his sleep work, his fucking everything to the next level. And I'm sure he's doing plenty of this stuff, but do not tell me that he's doing it like the guys that I mean, this is Lil Pump. That's Lil Pump. Tua finna drop his next rap album here together. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. I got you, Ali. Boats and hoes. Shout out to Jay Miami Sports. Says Tua looks like he's already in retirement mode. And if he keeps it up and keeps growing that hair long, Zach Wilson's going to fuck him. He keeps that effeminate body going and that hair growing long. Zach Wilson's going to get a piece of that action. Are those the same tattoos of 6ix9ine? Does he have his face tatted?
No.
Is that Tekashi 6ix9ine? That looked like Tekashi 6ix9ine getting a tan.
Damn.
Where's my quarterback at? Where's the young guy with all the promise? Where'd he go? Because this was a picture sent out right around this same time of the year, in early March, 3 or 4 years ago. Like, how you build muscle up. You don't build muscle and go down. Up. I mean, like shoulder, bicep. I mean, this bitch doing 12-ounce curls. He went from doing 45-pound preacher curls with the plate weight to standing preacher curls with a plate weight to do muscle definition to 12-ounce single bottle curls. I mean, he looked like the little slender man right now. He looked like Baby Slender. That's his new rap name, Baby Slender. Because that's a baby body, bro. Like, get a real gut like a real fucking man if you're going to go gut. Like, get a real distended fucking beer keg gut. Like, go full in it. at least you got some weight on you. You could kind of fucking, gut bubble somebody around or some shit. I don't know, Ali. It's rough out here in these streets.
Yeah, man, I definitely think it's rough. In fact, that photo kind of reminds me of Grumpy when he took his shirt off in front of
Oh, I don't know about that.
Andy.
At least Grumpy's got some intimidation to him.
I know, I'm talking about with all the tattoos, not that
Oh, with all the tats?
Yeah, the tats was what reminded me of that.
So you saying Tua's trying to jack Grumpy's style? That checks out.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening.
That checks out. Tua's trying to jack the homie Grumpy's fucking style. Shout out to Ramon, aka Grump. Let everybody know on X that sees Grumpy next that it's clear now. Tua Tagovailoa is jacking his style.
100%.
Yeah, it's fucked up, and that's my homie. That's my homie. That's fucked up. I know he was upset today, Ali. I seen you were in a space with him, but Twitter was You heard that Elon Musk got fucking hacked, bro?
Bro, they're calling it a cyber attack by a terrorist or group or country. Is what
you know who Elon said it was?
Who do you say it was?
He said it was fucking Ukraine.
I don't know about that, but
I'm telling you what he said. Why would he say that?
I don't know.
Why would he? And he would probably know it's his shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's a literal fucking rocket scientist. People could say, "Oh, he didn't do nothing. He doesn't make the rockets." Yeah. What do you think? One fucking guy makes a rocket? No, it takes hundreds and thousands of people to make a fucking rocket. But he's the guy running the rocket show. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless if he's the rocket science or not, he's the money, right?
He's the fucking guy in charge.
Yeah, he's the money, and when you got money, you got people that can definitely find out who the fuck it was. That's all I can say.
I promise you, the guy who's like doing shit in the government right now, cutting and doing whatever the fuck he's doing. I mean, it's so much happening. I don't want to get too much into it, but I promise you that a dude that is made Tesla into what it is now fucking does rockets way better than NASA ever has. When he says his product is hacked and who it was by, I'm taking him at his word. So
you know what's more damning though? The question honestly should be that if you're that type of guy, you're a genius, as people say. How did you let yourself get hacked? Is the question.
Shit just happens, bro. Shit happens. What do you mean?
Okay,
it's good.
Right. I just think
everybody gets hacked, right?
It should be that good that it should be unhackable. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think anything is unhackable because the people who protect the hacked shit are hackers. That's it. Nothing is unhackable. Nothing is ever safe. And, that's just how you got to operate. Yeah. Is it built in and safeguarded? Sure. But whatever.
Yeah. But that almost ruined my day today, to be honest.
Y'all idolizing a false prophet. Listen, shut the fuck. I ain't idolizing shit, Biana. And crypto. No, Elon Musk's rockets blow up. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
I only had one accident.
Listen, fine. But I live here in Florida, and Ali, I don't know how good the view is from there, but I would say it seems like every week I'm looking in the sky going, what the fuck? Oh, it's a rocket. If you see some weird shit in the sky, you're like, oh, shit, look, probably a rocket going off. And you know what? It is. It's a fucking rocket going off. The guy shoots off rockets around here all the fucking time.
It's not
he shot off more rockets.
You have a better view than we do, but it's still I can still
I see him all the fucking time. I see him all the time. And so before that, when NASA was firing off rockets from here, I think I seen 2, maybe 3 in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? This guy's probably done 40 in the last 2 years. It's crazy how many. One of them is going to that's sheer numbers. Something's going to blow up eventually. Now, how much damage is it going to cause? I don't know. I think they took that into account, which is why they shoot it over the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. But either way, I'm not fucking here for all that shit. But yeah, that sucked. All right, you know what? Show over. Let's end the poll. Everybody wants us to wear suits. It's overwhelming, 80+%. That's it. Everybody's got to get suits. So we need suits. We're going to have to figure it out, and it's going to be a good time. Everybody, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to come back. Hopefully some new moves happen tomorrow, and we'll go live again tomorrow and talk about it. Either way, make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and hitting the notification bell because more shows coming out all the time. We got the Insomnias. We've got, the drive times. We got the 4th and 10U dropping, all the good stuff. Make sure you guys are checking it out. Ali, you got anything?
Yeah, man. Exciting day of free agency. Day 1 in the books. We'll see what day 2 brings. I think we'll have a little bit more clarity of the vision of this team come the next 2 days, to be honest. So watch out for that. Watch out for the new 4th and 10U episode. And yeah, everyone hit the like button. You know what to do. So
hell yeah. And Crypto says he's down. He's going to get a zoot suit. So we down, Crypto. We'll see you guys next time. Fins